Welcome back to another episode of In Good Company. Again, if you want to watch this episode, the only way to do so is on our Patreon. There's a link in our bio that'll send you to our Patreon. That's the only place to watch the episode, to get our 5-star reviews, the playlists, and everything that we list in our menu. So definitely click the link in the Patreon. Watching them is just a totally different experience and a lot more fun. We do not get paid for these yet, so the Patreon and people subscribing is the only way that we can really, keep the show going. So we really appreciate if you guys would sign up down below and join the Patreon. Little solo ep for you
solo
guys.
Ep. A lot to talk about.
So, a lot on the plate today.
The R.I.P. James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones.
And if you don't know who that is, you can thank him for Mufasa and Lion King for that incredible voice. What's one of the lines in that?
Let's see.
Look, Simba, everything the light touches is our kingdom. Wow. A king's time as ruler.
A king's time as
like
ruler.
That's beyond our borders. You must never go there, Simba.
But I thought a king can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, you got him to thank for that role, for that voice, and then you also have him to thank for Darth Vader.
Probably his biggest,
Like,
right?
Luke,
I mean,
you are
my favorite is the Sandlot. He goes, bam, hit, my lights went out. And he's like wearing the glasses. His voice is so iconic.
Oh, he's got one of those iconic voices, and he's been a huge figure in the movies. It's a sad day.
R.I.P. Lived a good life, though, in his 90s. Yeah, R.I.P.
R.I.P. James Earl Jones. I have not slept in 24 hours, by the way, so I am waning.
Jeremiah just had, I feel like every time we're doing solos, it's about you and your trip.
It's been a summer.
Jeremiah was at the U.S. Open. Saw some great matches.
I did.
How was that?
It was amazing, man. Me and Austin took our mom. It was like the end of our trip in New York, and we surprised her with TFO, Taylor Fritz, Friday night. We got like the craziest seats, and we're just...
I was watching with our buddy Matt. We were watching you on the TV. We were spotting you on the TV.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
Got dressed up.
Yeah.
there was rules. We were sitting at, like, I didn't bring like a fancy outfit. There was rules for the particular seats we were in. We had to like get dressed up. So like we had to like go out in New York and go find clothes and go do the whole nine so we could like,
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever seen that shirt you were wearing.
Oh, no, it was all new.
I texted Jeremiah. I was like, yo, you got to send me a photo of your fit and your seat so I can see you on the TV.
And that's where I'm going to get to my 5-star.
Yeah, oh my God. So I FaceTimed this guy, and you could just tell he's having a great time. I'm like, how is it? And it's like hard to hear, obviously, right?
Yeah, it's loud as shit. Yeah.
And Jeremiah goes, I'm drunk, mama drunk, Austin drunk. And then he holds the drink up.
The honey deuce.
Yeah, the honey deuce.
I feel like people have seen it all over Instagram. Dude, the honey deuce is like, not a cantaloupe. It's like honeydew.
It's vodka, lemonade, and Chambord, which is like a raspberry liqueur. And then they put those...
And they put the honeydew inside of it, like in like a little ball forms.
Yeah, like
and it's like
little
soaking up
tennis
the
ball.
alcohol.
Oh, did you eat them at the end?
Oh, bro, it's like damn near like how you do olives in a martini.
Really?
Yeah, I was
delicious.
Yeah, delicious, and it's like just sweet enough where it's like not overwhelming, where you can only have one or two. You know, like espresso martinis, man, I can't rock those a lot because they're really sweet. I don't know what's in it, but it's mad sweet.
Yeah, the espresso liqueur is very sweet.
Yeah, and sometimes even margaritas can get kind of sweet, if you know what I mean. And this was like perfectly balanced.
Yeah, you were like, I'm going 20 deep on these. What'd you say?
I was like, I could drink 20 of these motherfucking things. They were so good. And we got close.
Did your mom and your brother join you?
But we were just all just hammering them. They were free. And then the seats we were at,
They were not free for everybody.
No, not for everybody.
I saw a video. They made $10 million off that drink.
Oh, they were banking off of those things. No, we were fortunate enough. It was a friend of ours ticket that we got. We actually got the tickets through TFO.
Really?
Yeah, we got it through TFO, and it was in this suite. And in this suite, it was just everything was free. All the drinks were free, and so we were just going up every 5 minutes, bro. We're just slam one up, slam one, go back up, you know. And then fucking TFO lost, man. Killed me.
Yeah.
Killed me. He ran out of gas.
Ran out of gas in that fourth set.
Yeah. But it was fun, man.
But that's
my 5-star. The honey deuce. You can make it at home.
Should we put the recipe in the?
Yeah, we'll put the recipe in the
menu.
In the menu. It's a must, man.
Hell yeah.
What's your 5-star of the week?
5-star this week. Yeah, you're not gonna love that. Jeremiah's not gonna love my 5-star. It's a salad. Sweet greens.
Salads, man.
No,
Gosh,
they have
I hate salads.
You hate salads.
I do.
I had one today with my sister, and Sweet Greens has a new one. It's called the Steakhouse Chopped. And it's like a chopped salad with steak in it. Phenomenal. It was so good.
Unless I'm at like a restaurant and the salads just look like they're gonna hit, I just don't see the use of a salad. I really hate them. You'll never catch me at Sweet Green.
Never. It's an easy, good, healthy meal.
I'm sure it is. I find it boring, and I just don't think it. I'd rather just
not eat.
I don't want to waste my calorie count on that.
Okay. That being said, my
great 5-star though.
Yes, it's the Steakhouse Chop by Sweet Green. It's delicious. I'll put a link in the Patreon so you guys can go.
For those
salad lovers, I love a good salad. That's the crazy thing. I love a good salad.
I don't think any of our listeners like salads either.
Oh, there are definitely some that are listening to this that love a chopped.
Well, maybe. We'll see.
There's some good salads out there.
We'll do a poll.
Yeah, we'll do a little poll. See who likes salads, who doesn't. Salad lovers versus non-salad lovers. Our last poll, we split.
We went 50-50 on the last poll.
Because one of them was, do you put ranch on pizza?
Correct.
And then one of them was the blue cheese versus the ranch.
And I lost that.
You lost that. But you destroyed me on the ranch on the pizza.
Some guy went at your head top in the comments.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
Like, this fucking guy puts ranch on pizza. What an idiot. I was like, I put crying faces.
Yeah. I had one guy DM me and he was like, dude, you cannot replace marinara for ranch. I was like, no, I'm not talking about making the pizza with ranch. The guy thought I meant like subtract marinara.
No way.
And add ranch. And so basically crust, ranch, cheese.
That would be
I was like, no,
wild.
Dude. I was
that
like,
sounds foul.
It's a normal pizza that you dip
crust
in
ranch cheese sounds fucking foul.
That's what you thought I meant. That was not it. But I got destroyed. That was like 75-25.
Yeah,
of people that said it's atrocious.
And then vice versa on the blue cheese ranch.
But that's like.
And then this one girl sent me like a video of how this guy spilled blue cheese in his car.
Oh,
and then 5 days later, this whole car was like molded.
Well, that's what it is. Blue cheese is mold.
I was like, what if I spilled like probiotic yogurt in my car? Like, won't the active cultures like do the same shit?
It would.
I was like, good try though.
All right, well, we'll do a salad one. I bet you, what's the poll? Salad lovers versus non-salad lovers. Judah likes salad. Jeremiah, what'd you say? What useless? Counting salad as a meal.
Counting salad as a meal.
You say no.
No, I mean, it's nothing. It's fucking nothing, bro.
Right,
that's why at every restaurant they're like, you gotta add chicken, you gotta add shrimp, you gotta add shit to it to even like justify its existence.
Exactly, but if you get a nice steak salad, I would never do a salad with no meat. Never.
What about the Greek salads? I'll do a good Greek salad.
So different types? What do you mean by a Greek salad?
The feta, the olive oil, the olives, the heirloom tomatoes.
But that's like an app.
That's an app. Yeah, that's fair.
All right, well, we're going to put a little poll in there so you guys can see who's correct. What is the movie of the week?
Movie of the week is Secret Life of Walter Mitty. It's a cult classic now. When it came out, it bombed. People were hating on Ben Stiller. It's starring Ben Stiller, starring
Sean Penn,
Kristen Wiig.
Yep, Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig. And if you haven't seen it without giving you the movie away, like Judah probably would, it's...
I was about to.
It's like Ben Stiller works for Time Magazine, which is like in its dog days. It's closing. You know, they're about to go strictly digital.
Yep.
And they want him to get the last print for the cover of the last
he works in
hard
the
copy.
photograph department.
Right. Yeah. So it's a print for the last hard copy of Time Magazine. And he loses it or he's misplaced it. And he has to go find the photographer who's a world-renowned photographer who's Sean Penn. And he has to kind of get outside of his comfort zone in his box and like, you know, has to go on this adventure that he typically has never done in his life.
Yeah, he's like a square.
It's kind of a square early in the movie.
Yeah.
And then like through this journey, he becomes this whole other person, gains confidence. It's like actually such a lovely movie. And I feel like it's feel good. I think it's one of
sure.
I would say it's like a top 10, top 15 feel good movie. You're just like in the dumps or you just want to like feel better. Put on Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
I love that movie.
It's so good.
I love one of the lines that Sean Penn says about sometimes I don't take a photo of it.
When I like a moment.
And it's such a, I felt that way the other day. I was at something and everyone's on their phones. And I was like, God, just really enjoy it rather than.
I know we've talked about this in other podcasts. I'm looking forward to the day where like the pendulum swings back and we're like on all of our devices less. It will happen. I don't know when. I don't know why I feel strongly it's going to happen, but I was talking to my parents, like when they went to concerts 30 years ago, maybe you had a camcorder at best. Maybe, you know, you had a physical camera that you'd take a couple photos and that's it. Then you just were present.
Yeah.
And I think that's why people like Burning Man. Everybody's returning from Burning Man right now. your shit don't really work out there, you know? Like you can like take some videos and some pictures and upload them later or whatever, but mostly like, and not that I would ever go to Burning Man, but I get why people love it because it's like probably as present as you can be.
It's the ultimate disconnect.
It's the ultimate disconnect.
Yeah.
And I think people are like yearning and needing that. So like, I'm sure some of our listeners have been to Burning Man and everybody who's been swears by it.
They really do.
They like, oh, like literally, I bumped into somebody at the airport today and he just returned from Burning Man. It was his first time. He's got fucking wife and kids and he just went solo with his friends.
Whoa.
His brother hosted a camp and he said it was the best experience he's ever had in his life.
Everybody that comes back says that.
Yeah.
We should give it a try.
It just feels so dirty to me. But I think like if you can accept the logistics, you're not going to smell good. There's not tons of showers. You're going to get dust everywhere. You know what I mean? It's going to be hot and it's going to be cold. You know, you're going to eat whenever you can. Like you're like scavenging.
Money's not a thing there.
It's like Mad Max, but like people are not killing you and eating you. You know what I mean? Like it's like Mad Max. But I don't know. Maybe like, you know, I'm in a midlife crisis or something. I'll hit it. But watch the movie.
It's such a
Secret
great,
Life.
Yeah, Secret Life Ultimate. He's so good.
What's your song of the week? What have you been jamming to?
There's a few songs I've been jamming to. That music video that you sent me by ASAP, Taylor Swift.
Ooh, Taylor Swift.
Song goes hard, but the music video for that song is absolutely crazy. It's absolutely like one of the coolest music videos I've ever seen.
Me
in my
and
life.
Judah watched the Taylor Swift music video by A$AP Rocky. If you've not seen it, it's like Wes Anderson on
It's on an LSD.
an LSD trip. It's
Yeah.
it's one of the coolest videos I've
It's so
seen.
creative, and the detail in it is nuts.
Kind of reminds me of one of those old Busta Rhymes videos, but like kind of done even better.
The camera work seems like
One take.
feels like one take,
Exactly.
which there's no. It's impossible, but I
I
make
bet-
it feel that way.
Did you make it feel that way? I bet that was a very challenging shoot.
Oh yeah. Where you said they were in where, like Kiev?
They're in Kiev, Ukraine. I'm like, there's a moment in that video where there's like rocket launchers in the air. I was like, is that real?
That shit was nuts. There's the guy doing the breakdancing, and as he's breakdancing, he's spinning into the ground.
His head's like going into the sand. Like,
and then they pass one guy who has eggs on his head, and then one of the eggs hatches, and it's a human.
it's the coolest
is
video I've
wild.
seen in a long time.
It's-
it should win like an award for something.
It should. It is so.
And it makes you
creative.
enjoy the song more. The song is like swaggy, and then and you're watching it. It's incredible. It's so cool, man.
Yeah, it's great.
Wait, so your song of the week is
Taylor Swift, SWIF. It'll be on the Patreon,
No Tea,
on the playlist. Yeah, it's great.
and she's just dominated the headlines this year.
Oh yeah, it's
Like more than ever, like
ridiculous.
Like her and the Kelsey thing is just went bonkers, and then like she was kind of in the middle. Not her personally, but her name was between the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, and now A$AP's got a song called her, and then like I don't know if I like what she's doing to Travis Kelsey. Like
Travis Kelce's gave me the early Brad Pitt, where he looks like every girlfriend he dates. Have you seen that?
he's kind of that's
Where
what's
every girl
happening.
he dates, he looks like him. Because his last girlfriend was black.
His last girlfriends
Were all
like,
black.
Like everybody, like, but he had this steez and this whole vibe.
He had a fade.
He had a fade, and he was.
And he had a beard.
He had earrings, and he had the jewelry, and he had his whole look. And I'm like, damn, like he's really just, as you said, like taking on his girlfriend's looks, and the way he's looking right now. Like, ladies and gentlemen, go on Instagram, go on Google, and go search what Travis Kelsey's looking like right now. He's got a handlebar mustache. He's dressing like a preppy.
He's got a Gucci sweater on.
Like, he's dressing like he goes to board school in the UK.
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder, can we do a poll on that? Can we see what people like more, old Kelsey or new Kelsey?
Yeah.
Can we do a poll on that?
dead ass. That's
Yeah.
a good poll. Like,
We'll put the photo of the mustache, or we should do the mustache or the sweater, and then just the old Kelsey and see what people like more.
I feel like all his, in Space Jam when the Monstars like suck
Oh, I
all the
remember.
talent
Oh,
from
yeah.
the players. I feel like
they found the stars.
I feel like unfortunately Taylor Swift's like sucking all his coolness out. Like,
I forget who you are. Do you, Michael?
what are they doing Hocus Pocus when they're like
When they're sucking their souls.
they're sucking their souls like
The stars.
it's the stars. Like Taylor Swift's just sucking like
sucking the soul out.
And listen, I got no beef with the Swifties and Taylor Swift. It just it's night and day. It's like
We're gonna make the
Pre-Swift.
Swift Army mad.
no, it's not. We're not even hating. It's just more of what's happening. Like, you know what I mean? It's
But
like,
that happens when you.
what have you done to our boy?
Yeah, when you date someone, you end up dressing like. I'm gonna put the Brad Pitt ones on. Have you seen Brad Pitt's through the years when he's dating somebody? Angelina Jolie had long blonde hair, and then he's dating another girl. He's got like a short David Beckham, like lesbian haircut. And then when he was with Angelina, he had like dark long hair. He like mutates into who he's dating. And Travis Kelce,
I never even thought about that with
mutating
Brad
into who he's-
Pitt.
Yeah, he looks just like his girlfriend.
But do you think it's the girlfriend effect, or do you think we've just watched him evolve with trends? He's just been in the limelight for 30, 40 years. We've just seen him like evolve and change in his hair, then no hair, then a beard, then no beard. Like, you know what I mean?
So do you think that's the same with Travis Kelce? Like 10 years ago, hip hop rap, and now he's like going country on us because that's popping.
But I
Is he
still
listening
felt
to
like
Shaboozey?
Brad Pitt kept who he was. I feel like Travis is losing who he was or who we thought he was. Or
You think?
Maybe he was just freaking like trying to steal the coolness from black
Yeah.
culture. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe he's like, oh, these guys are cool. Like, let me get the earrings and you know what I mean? Whole nine. But I mean, I'm a Travis Kelce fan. I love
yeah,
Chiefs
he's
are my
great.
favorite team. You
Yeah.
know that. Like, I
Yeah.
love the Chiefs. I love Kelce. I love Mahomes. But it's wild what's happening.
He
For-
looks so different. He looks straight out of WWE with that.
He might be in a get out situation. You know, like just blink twice. You know what I mean?
Audible.
Yo, but people are gonna like listen to this and be like, "Oh, damn! Like, yeah, you're right. Look at this transformation. It's a full-on transformation.
Looks very different, dude.
Look-
The Gucci sweater and the
You look
Gucci bucket,
goofy,
dude.
Travis, bro, you look fucking goofy at the open, man.
I also just
no
I
disrespect.
hate the branded clothes like that. It looks so unclassy to me.
What, the Gucci on Gucci?
Where it says Gucci on your collar, Gucci on your... It's just not.
Nah, man,
I'm not about
too
it.
much.
It's like when you and Austin and I were at dinner and that dude sitting next to us had Louis everything.
Yeah, can't do it.
Hat, shoes, shorts.
Can't do it.
Looked like a clown.
Who was it?
I don't know. It was some random person.
With us?
No. He was sitting at another
across.
table and
Oh, yeah,
Austin was
yeah.
just like, bro.
Yeah, it's just tackiness, man.
It's very tacky.
Can't teach cool, bro.
You really can't. His outfit was bad.
Yeah, well, R.I.P.
You know whose outfit I fucked with was Mahomes. He looked like Kenny Powers. He had his big old like Oakleys on with that mullet.
I think at this
thing.
point, Mahomes is like leaning into it. You know, football season's back for everybody, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really like football a whole lot, but it's back. Chiefs won, beat the Ravens. I'm happy about that.
That's a big win.
It's a big one.
It's a crazy ending.
I wonder, like, what is it about football people like so much?
I honestly think
It's only popular in America, for real.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's the little pockets overseas where people watch it a little bit, but like, they really don't. It's mostly America. It's really only an American sport.
I think it's the culture of football. It's grilling. It's the beer. It's the full day activity. It's with your boys. I think it's that. I think that has a big part of it. Football season comes back, and there's like all those crazy memes of like wives saying like my husband's going to be checked out of the office for the next 3 months, and that's true. That's like Saturdays college football, Sundays the NFL, and dudes are just checked out. They're watching football all day. It's an
just like-
excuse to sit on your ass.
It's like beers and hot dogs
And
and
wings.
burgers and wings and ranch.
Yeah, yeah. One thing I do not get down with is the fantasy football thing.
People love it.
People
man.
love it.
They
They're in
live for
multiple leagues and blah blah blah. And
They
I'm
live
like,
for it.
I can't do it.
You ever been to a football game? They're miserable.
I love going to football games
Why?
because they're fun.
Have you ever been to a professional football game?
I'm not a huge NFL guy.
That's what I mean. Have you ever been to an NFL game?
Yeah, of course.
They're
Yeah.
miserable.
Broncos games I used to go to a fair amount when I lived in Colorado. I love going to Michigan games. Big House is the biggest stadium in America. 110,000 people, bro. It's crazy.
I get that. You're in college, you're young, you kind of have an excuse to be wild, crazy, drinking, like everyone's cheering for their home, like, you know, state, the team, the college they go to. But like at one point it's like, what were we?
Grow up, Peter Pan.
Yeah, it's like, are we still like
Count
talking about
Chocula.
that 20 years later? Like, you remember back in the day, you know what I mean? It's like,
Me and my boys.
I remember going to an Eagles game in college, and I just remember sitting there like, it's all dudes, mostly. Everybody wants to fight. Half of the crowd's kind of racist, you know, like a little bit. You're subject to the weather. It was brick. It was cold as shit in Philly when I went. And then I went to a Miami Dolphins game, and you got like guys with their shirts off and belly hanging over their, you know, like you can't even see their kneecaps, you know, and like their faces are painted. I'm like, where are we?
Okay, I don't get that.
Where
I
are
don't
we?
get the face paint stuff.
Bro, we're at Willy Wonka. Like, it's nuts what's
It's
happening.
crazy.
And people, I'm not like shaming it. I'm just like, I don't get it. That's my thing. I just don't understand it.
Do you like, I saw someone talk about this the other day, grown men wearing another man's jersey.
I don't care about that.
You don't care?
Nah.
No, it doesn't bother you?
Nah, jerseys are swaggy. Like, I think jerseys look cool. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think they look cool.
really?
No.
You don't think soccer jerseys look fire with Adidas pants?
Depending on the sport. There's nothing sick about a football jersey.
Football jerseys can look dope.
Maybe
bro,
in
if you do
an
it right.
early 2000s rap
You do
video
it.
in Atlanta.
Nah, I'm gonna put
Like
one
Luda,
on.
like Luda wearing that Falcons one. That would look
Hard as
tight.
shit. It looks cool.
When the fuck could I pull off a
You
jersey?
can't. No, you can't do it, but I can. I'm gonna come. I literally like.
Actually, I want to do a poll. Can I pull off a jersey? I have the funniest photo of me in a jersey.
I'm
wearing a do-rag. I'm wearing a do-rag with a jersey.
Wait, so you have a photo of you in
I'll
a
show you-
jersey
I'll show you right now.
with a do rag on?
I think I got a do-rag on that, or it's a backwards hat with some Oakleys. It's questionable. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's see it. Oh my god, this is funny. When I had my hair picked,
That's the funniest shit ever. You look like the ultimate fuckboy in that photo.
I was. Oh no, I don't have a jersey on.
I think that needs to be the cover of our fucking podcast
my
episode.
god. My friend is wearing the do-rag. What, dude?
Yeah, send that to Courtney.
Look at
Send that shit to Courtney. I need a new co-host after watching that.
Oh
Looking
my
at that.
god.
Which also leads me to a conversation we
Oh,
just had
Fuck.
where audience members,
I slipped up, guys.
Judah slipped up mid-convo.
I had 2 glasses of wine. Jeremiah was in New York. We're FaceTiming. We were laughing. And
We're talking about a friend of ours,
Mm-hmm.
and usually Judah would say motherfucker.
yeah. No, like that motherfucker did this,
Yes.
but I didn't.
No. Judah dropped the N-word instead.
Say it how I said it, because I'm not saying it again.
Because sometimes I'll say it to reference
Yeah.
like man, that motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
It could be such a casual word occasionally.
Yeah. For
You know?
you, I'm not
Yeah, for
allowed
me.
to use
Yeah,
it
for me.
casually.
So
Sweating right now.
So Judah, we were talking about our friend, and she was like, "Yeah, man, like that nigga just follows him around." And I like paused on the phone, and Judah's like, "Oh shit,
Literally, I was like, I'm sorry. That slipped out.
bro."
And then we just started laughing.
Honestly, I was like, "Welcome to the club, Judah."
We laughed for like 30 minutes.
You said it so naturally, and like I almost missed it. Like if you hadn't stopped,
If I didn't pause, like
I might
the
have
world
missed.
just ended.
I might have missed it because I just like I knew what you were saying. You're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this motherfucker," like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And you've heard me say it, and I was just like,
I said it exactly how you would have said it about him.
1,000%.
It was flawless.
1,000%. That's why, like, some people, you know, you adopt words. Like, people say comedy. You know, I say comedy a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like, instead of being like, "Oh, that's funny,"
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Oh, that's comedy." Everybody says that. A lot of our friends say that now. And I got that from Ryan Rodriguez. Ryan Rodriguez, always, my boy from Venice out on the west side, is always like, all him and his friends, like, "Oh, that shit's so comedy." You know what I mean?
Shout out Casablanca. Love that place.
Casablanca is so damn good.
It's great.
Shout out my boy Ryan Rodriguez and Santi and all the sick crew, Bombi, all the gang. But yeah, you start adopting words from your friends, right?
But
You just
that's
chose the wrong
not-
one.
I apologize. I apologized like 5 times while I was laughing. It's one of those things when I said it, it just, you can't take it back. It was like,
Yeah, you can't take it back.
it was, oh my
But don't
God.
worry.
But it was funny.
It was
The
hilarious.
first thing I did, it was like, I hope Callie doesn't find
I hope she's fine, and I'm sending it to her. I'm like, look what my co-host said. Yeah, man. You know,
Yeah, that was, oof. It did sound natural, and that's almost a bad thing.
I mean, just because it just rolled off the tongue naturally.
It just felt real good saying it.
maybe that's
'Cause it was spot on how I felt.
might unpack why it felt natural.
That's exactly
Generations of
of large family breeding.
oh shit.
Nature versus nurture. Nature always wins.
But hey
I
man,
apologize, guys, but yeah,
it was hilarious.
it was so funny.
fucking
I was
funny as
laughing
hell.
so hard.
It was too good.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Won't be saying that again.
Thank you.
Yeah, but no, while you were in New York, a lot of stuff happened over that weekend.
Yeah.
I am single again, and then you went on your first riot date.
So you lasted about a month,
About a month. Yeah.
but you know you got to get back up on the horse sometime, and you
Yep.
just fell back off. That's okay.
I'm sorry, Moy. I'm not a gymnast.
I mean, I think it was a first serious girlfriend or
First
girl
attempt, yeah.
First attempt at a girl in a long time since your
Yeah.
last relationship. So, hey, kudos to you.
Yep.
You know, but sometimes it just doesn't work out.
I think it is the first time in my life where I've actually analyzed something like, oh, this isn't for us, rather than just getting into it and then
I actually
down
knew
the
from
line.
I knew from the get go, y'all, it wasn't working out.
Really?
Yeah, I knew from the get go. From the moment, from a phone combo, FaceTime we had one time,
Hmm.
and when I saw y'all two together in person, I literally told our mutual best friend, I was like, "Oh, this is not going to work out."
You just
Because it
knew.
just felt like fire on fire. It's like both of you guys are fire.
Yeah.
And it's like y'all were cutting each other off and like y'all were disagreeing. I was just like, what the fuck?
I was cutting her off?
No, like you, well, yeah, you do that naturally. Like, what do you mean?
That doesn't sound great.
Well, that's why you have headphones on, right?
Do I need to wear these everywhere?
You gotta leave the stew with those on now, bro.
I'm at dinner.
I remember we had the dinner and like I remember she cut you off a couple of times and it just felt like it was this like
Too much fire.
kind of y'all were climbing and on top of each other a little bit, not like intentionally
Yeah.
or in a bad way, but yeah, it was just too much of the same person.
Yep.
And I was just like, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then everything else gets involved and you guys have differences of kind of what you want. And then
The weirdest part about it was like the conversation that led to us, both of us realizing we're not meant for each other, was a hypothetical.
See, I hate
A hypothetical scenario.
I hate
where I'm
hypotheticals.
like, this isn't even real.
I hate hypotheticals in relationships because just like it's not real.
It's not real. That's what I said.
It's like you're putting it into this bowl.
Yeah.
That's like why we have to sit in here and like talk about it. Like let's just.
This girl was saying something, and I felt like Matthew McConaughey in The Wolf of Wall Street was like, it's not fucking real. It's Fugazi. It's Fugazi. It's fairy dust. It's not fucking real. I was like, we are arguing about something that does not exist.
Correct.
And
Because
I
like
was
what your
baffled.
answer is right now in that moment most likely will change.
Yeah.
And it's like, let's cross that bridge if and when it becomes reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I hate hypotheticals in
It
relationships.
was wild to me.
It's,
I was like, it wasn't arguing. It's like, we're having a discussion based on something that's not real.
yeah.
It was mind-boggling. But I guess it did stem to a conversation about like what's important to you, what's important to me. Do we have different values on
Maybe y'all just
certain things?
started with that combo. It would have saved y'all some time. But hey, I went on my first riot date.
How was that?
I now don't have riot because of that.
No. Oh, come on. You still got it.
No, it's gone.
Gone.
Gone. My riot date did not go well. Did not go well.
Let's unpack.
I won't say where I was or who I was with, but it did not go well. Got a couple drinks. I thought it was going okay. I thought there was a kind of an interesting conversation.
You didn't do dinner? How did you start it?
We met out at drinks because it was like late already and like our schedules were conflicting and we could only really meet for drinks. And we had like a short window of time to do it, So we're like, oh, let's go here, let's go to a bar. We go to the bar and we're talking about her like ex a lot.
Ooh, that's a red flag.
I was just like, okay. And I could tell, I could tell like maybe this person might not quite be over that person. And I told her that.
You did.
Oh, I told her, I was like, yeah, it's okay. I was like, you're not over your ex. I was like, it's okay. Like, no big
You
deal.
hit her with that?
Yeah, but
Oh, that's okay.
no, I was like, it's natural. Like, you don't have to pretend like you're not. Like,
Yeah.
it's completely fine if you're not. Like, it's like no biggie. Like, we can still have a good night. Like, I'm not holding it against you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But anyways, so it was a little quirky convo, but no big deal, whatever. And then we're going out to have some fun with my friends and some family members, gonna go party a little bit. And it just went from like kind of weird to like bad real quick.
How'd it go bad?
Like possessive,
What do you mean by that? Like clingy?
clingy, and then
And you had alcohol to that. That's not good.
correct. I'm not giving you enough attention.
On day one, on first date, no attention?
Starts like kissing on me. I don't even know her,
In
bro.
public.
Like,
I'm not a big PDA
And I-
guy if I'm with you for a year.
and then I pulled away, and it got bad. Like she freaked. Like,
Oh
I
my
pulled
God.
away. Because I was just like, whoa,
Yeah.
like, wait, like.
You're also surrounded by people that you know. They're like, what the fuck is
I'm surrounded
going
by a
on?
lot of people I know.
Yeah.
And other hot girls.
And you're like, no, I am on the market.
Yeah, it's like, hey, like I did bring you, and I'm not gonna like disrespect you and like go talk to all these other girls, but also like we're all like,
We ain't there yet.
no, like
Not even close.
No, don't do that. And I'm just so thankful I had a friend there to alleviate the situation. What
How
I
did
mean?
just like kicked her out or something?
We just had a combo with her and be like, hey, like it's probably best you leave.
Was she like pretty inebriated?
She'd been drinking a lot. It got so bad, I hid in the bathroom and I was texting everybody to grab my shit and just meet me out. I was gonna leave.
You were gonna leave.
I was gonna leave.
That bad.
That's how bad it got. I was so uncomfortable. And a family member of mine texted me. He was like, yo, our mutual friend took her out. Didn't kill, and I meant, like, didn't kill her, but like
Escorted her out of the
out.
place.
Yeah, we had
Took her out.
a girlfriend of mine escorted her out. You know,
Hallelujah.
and saved the night for me.
Yeah.
because then I had
You had a stage 5 clinger.
Well, yeah, potentially. I think if you drink a lot, man, like you kind of lose privileges to do stuff with people.
Okay, yeah, I want to talk about that.
You know what I mean? Like,
that. At what point is it you're losing a
You gotta
privilege?
go.
At what point is it you're losing a privilege?
yeah, whether you're a girl or a guy, like you lose like privileges. Like if I get too drunk, like I lose privileges. Like
Yeah.
if I'm out here acting reckless, like, you know, we've had friends that are like, they get drunk and they're a whole different person. They start fights, but they still want to hang out with you for the rest of the night. Like, no.
That happened to you, right? Now we're not talking about the girl anymore.
No. Yeah, it's happening to me. It's happening to all of us. I'm just saying in general, like, you got to go home.
Yeah.
You're not coming to the next place whether it's a restaurant or a nightclub or a lounge. You've lost your privileges. You're out.
How long are they out for? Just the night?
Just the night. No, they're out for the night. They're going to wake up however they're going to wake up. You know, they'll be sober at some point.
Yeah.
Again. But yeah, you're out for the night. Like, you don't expect to come either stay here with us any longer or go to the next place with us.
Yeah.
And I don't feel bad about it. It's not like, oh, we're ditching our friend. Yes, we are.
Yeah, no, if someone's aggressive and wanting to start fights, or just like, if you throw up, go home.
Or if you're just going up to everybody asking the same question over and over again.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Bro, I've had friends who were like,
No names.
They'll just go up to the group of people and be like, how dap you up and ask you the same shit over and over and over again. And it's just like, by the 20th time, you're just like, bro, this guy, like, you need to go home, dude. You know, like the privileges are revoked.
Yeah.
You know, for the night.
That's the crazy thing is, like, I mean, obviously we talked about the bachelor parties and stuff, but that's a bachelor party. I've never gotten like that in public, like at a club or like with my friends. And when I do, I'm a happy guy. I've never started beef with people when I'm drunk. That's never like, I'm always like, have a great time, ignore people if they're talking shit or whatever.
I mean, I told on one of the last pods, like, I used to start beef like when I was drinking Hennessy. That's why I had to stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But other than that, like, nah, I'm just
happy drunk.
Yeah.
Some people do turn into a different person.
Oh my God.
And you're like, whoa, are you there?
Dude.
The blackout or like.
It's wild.
It's wild.
It's wild. Alcohol can literally turn some people into a whole different person.
It's nuts.
But yeah, anyways, the ride date didn't go good. And, you know, sweet girl just ain't going to work out. But I ended up having a fantastic night after that.
Really?
Yeah, I was just. My brother was like, "Man, you are in rare form." I was dancing my ass off, like, because I can dance. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't do it.
Yeah.
You know, unless like it's the right situation.
Vibe's gotta be right for that.
Right. And I was like, I had like 2 girls twerking on me at the same time, had both hands out. Like,
Yeah, that video.
I had a fucking blast. Well, maybe the video will make it.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see. It'll make it. It's actually pretty dope.
We'll have to put that on the end cut.
And
You
I
guys have
had-
to pay for that.
And it's like Fashion Week New York, so everybody's like dressed mad like chic, like black, dark. And I had like a red palm tree shirt on, so I was like glowing in the club.
No, your shirt was sick though.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite shirts.
It looked great.
I love that shirt.
That was a sick hat too. I've never seen you wear that hat.
Which one?
The Yankee one you had on.
I literally bought it like several hours before. I was like, "Ooh, this is a cool little." No, it's not Yankee. It's a Mets hat.
Ah,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell because the color is like
It's like green and it's kind of it looked like the Yankees hat,
dope.
but now it's a Mets hat. I just thought it looked dope. And I was like, I don't even like the Mets, but they just look cool.
It matches the flowers on the shirt, kind of
It does.
like the
little hue. Yeah,
Yep.
it does. That's why I was like, ooh, this is gonna be dope.
Yeah, that's a sick ass shirt.
But I just realized in that moment, man, like I can't be on Riot Dog. Like,
Yeah.
I know I can't chuck it up to one date, meaning all of them will go bad. But I think I've been complaining about it for the last 2 months that I've had it.
Yeah, compared to just going out and meeting people, which I do want to talk about the dynamics of when you go out and you see people that you like, oh, there's 3 options of girls that I like. And you basically have to like choose one. Because this happened to you recently, right? Like you're in there like, oh, there's 4 different girls. They're all pretty. And if you don't go make a direct move,
it's facts.
you're done.
Which is so polar opposite if the situations were reversed. It's crazy.
It is.
And
very
like for people
different.
who are listening, like for context, I was out. I had 1 or 2 or 3 options. Like I kind of vibing with 3 different girls separately, like, you know, and it's a lot of juggling. You're just kind of like having a conversation with her and hoping like this one doesn't get mad.
Yeah.
And you're just like playing, like you're really just on the whole time. And I realized it's been a minute since I've been out and about like that. You know, especially we're in New York, we're having fun, mingling. And I realized you have to choose one and just commit for the night, for the weekend, like at least for the night. You got to choose one. Because if you don't choose,
They're gone.
They're all gone.
Yeah.
You lose them all.
Yeah, you turn around for 1 second and boom, she's talking
That's
to 3 guys.
exactly what happened to me. I like all of a sudden I looked up and like
They're gone.
I was penniless. You know, and then I was thinking about the situation was reversed. All 3 guys are hanging on to the very end.
Oh yeah.
And they're just gonna be like, choose me. You know what I mean? Like guys, they're not gonna dip out. They're just gonna be like, they'll just sit around because like, girls can choose and dudes wait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Seriously.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. They'll wait if they're option 3. They'll hope for those first 2 to fall out.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, can I outlast him? So you didn't get tired and go home. You know what I mean? Like, I know guys who'll be like, "No, I'm gonna outlast this guy because I know he's not gonna stay till 4."
I've had one of those nights, and I ended up not being with her, but we ended up like hooking up for like 2 months.
Sometimes it's just outlasting the next man.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't even have to outperform him. Like,
Yeah, but if you're like, I got all these
personality-wise.
options, and I'm gonna see how it goes. Before you know what happened, they're gone.
Yeah. Literally, the end of the night came and I was like, shit.
1 in the hand is better than 2 in the bush.
And I was all the way in the bush. Bushwhacking, bro. Oh, God. Oh, man. You know, and just, you got to choose one just so, I feel like you can have more fun. Because now you're not worried about the other one and this one. It's like, you know, it's like.
And you can have one fun night with one person rather than.
For sure. It doesn't have to end in anything, but at least you can have fun with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Versus like, because then shit gets tough, man. You know, you're really game managing.
Yeah. It's also hard in a club because you can't hear anything anyway.
You can't.
You're not really having a conversation. You know what I mean?
I remember waking up Sunday morning, my ears are ringing till like 3 p.m.
It's loud.
Like, you know, when you're like hungover and it's loud, my ears are ringing for like hours, bro. And I was just like, man, I need something greasy. I went and got a New York slice of pizza, got a couple of them with the hot honey and the jalapenos. Fuck that. Jalapenos. Shit was so damn good. I went to Scar's Pizza in New York. If you've not been to Scar's Pizza, it's in one of the coolest neighborhoods. It's like right below.
I've never had it.
It's new. It's right below Lower East Side on Orchard Street.
Okay.
Bro, Orchard Street right now is like one of the coolest streets in New York. It's
Really?
like 2 or 3 blocks of some of the coolest hip. It's like hip, multicultural.
Is it below Nolita?
It's below Nolita.
Huh.
It's below Nolita, right below Lower East Side, like right underneath it. It's an awesome place. We spent like almost half the day there.
There's a really fun club over there on the Lower East Side I went to when I was in New York last. It's like a bar upstairs and then stairs downstairs to a club, and it was so fun.
It's not the Blonde, is it?
It could be the Blonde.
Blonde is dope.
Yeah.
There's a bar upstairs.
Yeah, it was so fun. I had a night there.
I love New York, man.
I got a funny story. We had a night at Doheny, and this is like some of my old friends, and the group chat after we left, the only thing that was said was, "Did you guys see that? Blank pooped at Doheny." And we were like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "I went in to pee and he was pooping." I was like, "Why is that a thing?"
You can't poop
Like,
in nightclubs. You can't poop at nightclubs. That is a big red flag. Girl or guy, do not shit at a nightclub. Like, I don't care how bad you have to go.
That's a cardinal sin.
If you have to go, your night's
home.
over. Your night's over.
Yeah.
Go home, pack it up. I don't want to see your fucking pants below your ankles or at your ankles.
Because
Like,
half the time the door doesn't lock, the stall goes up to your waist.
it's
like
busy as shit
we
in
don't wanna-
there.
yeah.
There's pee everywhere. Like, there's nothing worse than a men's restroom.
the
like,
toilet.
men are foul.
The
Like,
toilet stall is for cocaine only. If I don't see you standing under that, you're doing something wrong.
yeah,
It's truth though.
it's true.
The bathroom in the club is for cocaine use only. You cannot take a crap in there.
No, you can pee. That's the extent of it.
That's it.
You know, cocaine first, then that one. But all you can do is pee.
Yeah, if you poop at a club, you're a fucking
Dude,
idiot.
I'm even scared to pee in nightclubs. It's just gross.
It's disgusting.
I gotta like, oh man.
you don't
it's
even want to
nasty.
touch a door handle.
You don't
on
want
the
to
way
touch
out.
anything.
It's gnarly.
And then you got the guy standing in there with all the mints and the
Oh my-
strawberries and the Starburst.
The guy in the bathroom.
The guy in the bathroom, like, yo, you feel obligated to tip him. And you're just kind of like looking at him like, hey, thanks. And he's like handing you a napkin. Then he's like going like this with his hand. Like, you're like, bro, you handed me a napkin I could have grabbed myself.
Okay, I've always wondered why they do that. Why do they have the person in the bathroom to hand you? I get it, maybe you do want a mint or something, but like, come on, I can grab my own towel.
It's actually
It's weird. You're standing in like I
it's
feel
the
bad
biggest
for him.
It's the biggest scam of all time because you end up giving this guy like a 20 for like 2 Starbursts and a mint and like a piece of gum.
I always do the same thing. I'll get you before the end of the night, man.
You never do.
No, I usually go back at the end and give him a few twos. But like,
you do carry $2 bills.
yeah,
On you. That's true.
But I'm gonna give you money every time I go because I break my seal, right? You break your seal, like I'm gonna go pee once an hour. I'm gonna go pee 4 times. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tip you every time I pee.
Yeah,
What?
it's true.
It's nuts.
Every time you go in there, you feel like you got to give him
You
money.
feel obligated.
Yeah.
It's basically
Do y'all have that?
Really?
There's girls in there?
You have girls in there?
They have like tampons in there? What they got going on? Whoa.
Whoa. What? Yo, I didn't know that. I never even
My
thought
mind's
about.
being blown right now.
Wait,
We know what the
girls' bathroom has like that type of stuff at a club? Deodorant or like
Deodorant, spray, like
like he said, tampons,
dry shampoo.
dry shampoo. What?
that sounds like a way better experience than
Yeah,
ours.
way better. If the guy had like a spray of cologne or something, maybe
Imagine like walk in, we're just getting head massages. Like that'd be fire. I love a
go to
good
the
head
club,
massage.
you just go to the bath. You go and they got massage chairs in there.
Yeah, I remember I went to a strip club in Miami called Tootsie's, and it was before Drake had said the line, I'm in Tootsie's upstairs getting shoulder rubs. And I'll never forget it. My Austin walks in, Brock walks in, I have my shirt off upstairs, and I'm just getting massaged by two strippers. I'm just like in a chair in public. Like everybody can see me. I just have my shirt off, and they're just literally giving me the best like head I'm just like
You're like a little more on the inside.
I was like, to the left. I was like, get that knot. Like, and they were incredible masseuses. Like, she
Really?
had her elbow in my shit. Like,
yeah.
with a thong on. Like, like titties are hitting the back of my neck, bro.
You're like,
It was honestly, I feel like every massage parlor should offer that experience.
you're like, Austin, I said I'd meet you in the car. I said I'm not done yet.
I'm not done. I want to circle back to you're back on Raya.
I'm back on it.
Like the moment you knew it was over, you just downloaded it right back.
That day.
All habits die hard.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. For the duration of that relationship, I did not have it.
No, for
Deleted.
sure.
Deleted.
And you've matched with
Oh, yeah.
other prospects? I saw one.
Okay, yeah. I want to bring this up. She's probably one of the only girls that both of us are into.
It's not your type.
Okay, I showed Jeremiah this girl from Raya that I'm going on a date with when I'm in New York, and he goes, "She's not your
share
type."
the wealth, bro.
She is.
She's my type. just send her my way. Just be
I've
like,
done that before. I've done that.
You're a good lob man.
I got no problem.
You'll throw
if
the
it ain't
alley.
for me. That's my
you
boy.
do that.
Jay.
You're not selfish with it. I know
even
motherfuckers who are
I even
selfish.
sent a fucking risky ass text on Saturday.
Ooh.
Remember that? Because you were like, "Yo, tell her if she's got any baddies."
I did.
So I literally texted this girl and I was like, "Hey, Jeremiah's in New York City. Says hook him up with a beauty." Boom, FaceTime.
That's true. You are a good wingman. You're a good lob man, alley-oop man for sure. There's some people who are hoarders.
Yeah, I don't like
and
that.
they don't show you no
Share the
love.
wealth.
They don't show no love.
Yeah. If you got the hots for a girl, I got almost more pleasure being that connect.
Well, let's apply that to this one.
You want really?
Yeah.
She lives in New York.
No, never mind. You love the long distance shit.
I don't. What the fuck? This is funny. Some the other day was like, "Yeah, I won't get in a long distance relationship." I was like, "What do you mean?" Like, and she was like, "Yeah, I live in West Hollywood. The guy lived in Venice. I'm not going to do that."
That's a real conversation.
Is that a thing?
I mean,
Is that a real thing? Like, if you're in LA, can you live on the East Side? You're in Silver Lake. Could you date someone in Venice? Is that long distance?
that's almost as bad as taking someone to the airport.
Well, think about it. You're going every day. If you want to see them a lot.
I would say there's a part of me that's like, oh, that'd be so hard for it to work. And then another part of me is like, well, you kind of have your own safe space to go back to. Like, you can retreat to it.
Yeah.
You know, you're not like, it's far enough where you can kind of,
Yeah. Oh, you're not going to come over? And you're like, come on. It's an hour.
yeah. Huh.
Get you off the hook, I feel like, a little bit. Maybe I'm looking at that wrong.
No, I just feel like you're not like attached
Yeah.
to that person potentially because of the distance.
Yeah.
And this sounds ridiculous, but in LA, like 10 miles means 10 hours. You know what I mean? Potentially.
You might as well live in New York.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hilarious.
It's crazy.
It's hilarious, but it's like a real thing. Like people,
Okay, would you date someone who lived in Orange County?
I mean, yeah, I would. Obviously, if she was like
Yeah.
awesome and I was like, oh, fuck it, we just got to make it work. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it is challenging. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Like, I look at my relationships, I think so many of I created so much attachment. I think I was like with them way too much. And it's easy to fall into. Like, you like them, you know, like sex is good. You guys are having fun.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's so easy to like see them way too much. And I think you got to like be careful.
So you think that's a benefit of living somewhat farther apart?
I think so, man.
At the beginning.
Yeah, maybe forever. No, I'm playing. But definitely the beginning, man. Definitely the first year.
Do you think, and this is a question I was going to ask you too, do you think it's important to live with someone before you propose to them?
I do.
I almost think it's a necessity.
I think you have to.
Like, you got to spend a year living together.
Oh, no.
Gotta.
Not before you propose. You can propose and then start it because like you're still not married. Like you haven't signed the paperwork.
Do you think you could propose without living with them?
Yeah. Well,
I feel like you really got to find out what it's like living with them.
that's fair. That's
A
fair.
proposal is basically like, I'm going to marry you. What are you going to do? You're going to propose, live with them? You're like, this bitch is dirty as hell? And then
trying to get the ring back.
A lot of stuff you don't know until you live with them.
There's so many things you don't know about a person until you fucking live with them. You see what they're like daily, what their habits are, how they leave the bathroom, like all these little things that like you don't really.
That you can hide if you don't live together.
Yeah. You know, it can get complicated. You're right. Maybe you do got. I know some people are weird about living with somebody until you're married. Like I know people are like,
Yeah,
no,
I know
I think it's a religious thing, right?
Yeah.
But
I think it's almost, I mean, we could do a poll on that. Is it important to be engaged or be married to live with someone? I think you have to live with them for a little bit before you propose.
I think so, man.
Okay, so our producer just brought up a good point. If the girl moves in with the guy too early, he almost like slows that process down because they're already living together, which like means maybe he will not propose as soon as if the girl's waiting for that.
I see it happening.
That's more
all
on the
time.
girl side then. Be like, I'm not going to live with you until you propose. So you don't get wifey privileges unless you're wifey.
Unless you're wifey. Unless you're
Interesting.
engaged. But sometimes engagements be sitting on ice for four years. You know, it's a slippery slope, man. I don't know the answer. But I just know I have to live with you or...
I mean, Jeremiah, would you rather propose to a girl first or invite her to come live with you?
It's like Heartbreak Kid with Ben Stiller. he has no idea what she's like until they get married, and then he starts living with her.
Yeah.
And she's... Yeah, that movie is a sleeper, by the way.
You know what I watched yesterday and I
What?
thought of you? I watched Along Came Paul yesterday.
Oh, I love that fucking movie.
He goes, yeah, the acting is going pretty great. And I'm doing a revamp of Jesus Christ Superstar. And things are pretty good. He goes, I just shit my head. He's so good in that.
The best scene in Along Came Polly,
Scuba?
no, is the boardroom scene with him at the end.
It's so great.
When he has to fill in for Ruben.
Yeah.
And he's like, he has to act like he's Ruben.
My favorite scene in that is when Ruben comes to his play where he's not the lead. And he like steals the show. And the guy goes, dude, that's my son. He goes, but I'm the star of the show.
I'm the star of the
And
show.
if I want to break out, gotta let me rock.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic. A lot of
so
people
good.
haven't seen it, man.
It's
actually weird.
So fucking funny.
It's weird. Along Came Polly is a classic.
What I love in that movie, and that's kind of how I feel with dating, it's like he's such a germaphobe.
germaphobe.
And she's just like, when she eats the nuts and he like slaps them out of her hand.
All those little things you don't really pick up on until you live with somebody.
Until you live
man.
with them.
So I get for people who, whether it's religion or something keeping you from doing it, hey, respect. Teach his own. Everybody has their own way. You know, I just feel like for me personally, I would have to at least experience some sort of live-in experience together.
Before you propose.
It didn't have to be for years, but I just got to understand who you are. Go through all 4 seasons with them. You know, go through the spring, summer.
That's so true. Like, what if like,
Fall.
they don't get out of bed? You're like, whoa.
Well, you know, football season for those weirdos who watch football. You know, and you always think about this. It's like, do girls understand? Like, because
Also for them too, though,
but like,
right? For them to see you and see how you live. You know, it's not just like one way. Like maybe you don't like
a girl
how-
will date a dude and then don't realize how much they play video games
or how much hair is left in the sink when you shave.
until they move in. And it's like, oh, all they do is play fucking video games. You almost get less of them.
Yeah.
And like for the life of me, I don't understand video games at all. I don't play video games.
either.
I don't do it. You know,
But
whatever.
if you don't like watching a movie every night, probably not gonna work out.
well, for sure,
You know what I mean?
for sure, not happening. Yeah, exactly.
I wonder what things girls would not like about a guy when they move into him at first.
Video games, dude. Girls, I'm telling you,
Wait, is this a thing?
it has to be a pet peeve from girls. I don't want to speak for them because but I am at the moment because I know my girlfriends are like, oh yeah, he's always playing fucking dudes play so many video games. I don't
What?
My guys, stop fucking playing video games.
Is that a thing?
Stop the Call of Duty. Stop waiting for GTA 10 to drop.
Madden.
Like, dog, get alive.
Seriously though,
It's just crazy,
Is that a
man.
big thing? Do you think that many people play video games?
I mean, dude, so like, of course,
I have not played a video game in 10 years.
Same.
Occasionally, if I'm at a friend's house or like somewhere, I'll play like a game of FIFA if they really want to. But like, I'm not a video game guy.
Like, people like love it. People love it.
Nope. I could understand why a girl wouldn't want to date a guy who plays video games. I totally would get that.
It's just how do you it's like just for him
Well,
or just for her. Like it's
a
just for
lot
that
of time.
person. It's just for that person. Like there's no like
Shared experience.
there's no shared experience in it. Like rarely, you know, this girl gonna hop on with the headset and like no man, you know what I mean? If a girl is acting like she's vibing with your ass playing video games, it is cap. it is going to show back up in that relationship in some way or form, and it won't be in your favor.
Yeah, she's putting that in the
telling
pocket
you.
for a rainy day.
Oh, bro.
All you do is play video games.
What? It is going to come back hard. I don't know, man.
I think one of my biggest things is if a person isn't a movie fan or not open to being a movie fan. Couldn't do it, man.
But we can't. I get that. Like that's
if someone because I've gone on a few dates where like I don't like movies. I can't sit through them.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I understand that. Though.
Can't
That's
sit
something
through 'em.
that's something that's really important to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just find I don't think I connect or I can like wrap my head around like the fascination of video games. Just in general. Like, I think movies are movies. Like everybody loves movies. Like it's a universal thing.
but not everyone does. That's the crazy thing. That's what
True.
I'm saying.
That's fair. That's fair. I just
All normal people.
listen, if like a girls I'm talking to is not into it, like I think before like I know we've both been like, oh, well, the more time she spends with us, we're gonna get them to love it. Man, if they don't start out loving it, there's an occasion that'll come along. Maybe they've just never been exposed to it, so there's something there too. But
Dude, I went to this dinner party last week, incredible dinner party, and this girl was like, I just watched La Haine and The Taste of Things, and like I was
there
like,
you go.
I was like, what? We talked about movies, and she was pulling up her letterbox. She goes, let me see, when was the last time I watched that? I was like, yes.
Ladies, there's all just little bonuses that we're just checking away privately when we get home. Ooh, letterbox.
Check.
She's seen La Haine. Check.
I was so blown away she had seen that.
I mean, girl's seen La Haine and Taste of Things. I mean, that's like she knows
great.
her shit.
Yeah.
It's not like your average person's watching those movies.
No, those are like, you love movies.
Yeah, you're a cinephile for sure.
And then she also had seen Hide a Kitty,
There
which
you go.
is like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I was blown away.
That's Kurosawa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blown away.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, can we bring up I love it, by the way.
Well,
but the bucket
my
hat.
bucket hat, you know what? We're at the US Open. I've never worn a bucket hat. My brother always wears them. And I was like, you know what? With my hair being long
It looks
right now,
fucking great.
I was like, I think I could do a bucket cap for the first time. I'm more of like a dad hat. You know the hats typical hats I'd be wearing. Everybody knows I wear
Merch hats.
Merch hats. Everybody knows I wear hats. And I was like, let me try a bucket cap with my long hair.
It's
and
money.
I was like, we're in New York. It's a US Open, bucket cap. So worst case, it don't work out. At least it's like memorabilia.
It worked out, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Huh?
It looks fucking sick.
Thank you.
The colors on it are crazy.
Cool colors, yeah. It's cool
such a
colors.
sick hat.
Yeah. I feel like
I
I should be like in an island though, like with a daiquiri in my hand.
What's the dude that wears the bucket hat? Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like an island
Yeah.
thing. This is like how you feel when you're at the beach.
You know
what
how
I
you
mean?
pull off a bucket hat? Confidence.
That's fair.
That's it. Like your brother pulls off a bucket hat, you're pulling off the bucket hat. If there's any ounce of you that, do I look good in this? Don't fucking wear it.
I think that applies to everything. Especially I think that applies to clothing even more. Like I'll see something and I know immediately if that's for me or not. And then not necessarily just based on confidence, but also like some people can just rock it better than I can rock it. And then sometimes you might go into an insecure and you put it on, you're like, oh shit, I look fucking good. Like that's the best moment when you go in kind of with like you're 50-50 on it and you put it on. I would say most times you put something on that you like don't have confidence about, it ends up looking really good on you.
Bucket hat looks great.
Thank you, man.
I've never really been a bucket guy. I've been able to do the bigger one than that, but never the actual bucket.
What do you mean the bigger one?
Like it's slightly bigger than a bucket hat.
What is it?
Almost like a crocodile Dundee. Not one of the largest on the ends. It's like a bucket. It looks like a bucket hat, but longer. But Bill. I'm not schoolboy Q, bro. I can't do it.
I forgot schoolboy wears. I forgot he wears bucket caps.
He all the time. That's all he wears.
Yeah, I might be getting into it more. We'll see.
It looks great.
We'll see.
Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. Again, the only way to watch the full episode to see the hat is going to be on the Patreon. So click the link. Again, watch the music video, Taylor Swift.
by
It's so good. It's going to be a link to Patreon. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.